Okay, so I'm new to making videos and being on YouTube, and I'm sorry about any kind of technical difficulty. My last video was cut off, but I'm back, and let's just finish up this simple dinner because we're already almost done. So now these onions are cooking very nicely. I'm just about getting that smell. And you can tell, I mean, you walk in a house and someone just stir-frying onions or sauteing onions, and you can tell, it just smells so good. It smells like a meal itself. Now I have about 2 handfuls of mushrooms here, and then I chop them up, and I'm just going to add those to the mixture. Now you can use whatever vegetable you like. You can even use veggie ground round, which I love. I just don't happen to have any right now, and this cooking show is all about using what you have in your fridge. So I'm using some mushrooms, and I'm not even, as you may have noticed, I'm not adding any salt to this. There's salt in the pasta water, and that'll give me enough saltiness. I don't need anything further than that. So I'm just going to saute these now until they're done. And we'll know when they're done when they start to shrivel up a little bit. Now, having mushrooms in your pasta sauce gives a meatier texture and flavor, and it's just really filling and nice. Now, you know what I'm going to serve with this stir fry is that bannock we made earlier. I'm actually going to cut that bannock up and serve it with garlic butter. And for the garlic butter, all you need is about 2 tablespoons of vegan margarine, 1 clove of garlic minced very fine, and about a teaspoon or so, even a little bit more, of dried parsley or fresh parsley if you have, which would be lovely. So all I do is I just melt that butter, and I add the garlic, and I add the parsley, and I brush that right on each individual piece of bannock, and there you go, garlic bannock to go with your spaghetti and a salad. So the salad I won't be showing you today, but the salad is just, you know, lettuce, vegetables, and a homemade dressing. But in the future, I'll show you some homemade dressings that I really like and that are, again, super easy to make, and you don't need any special ingredients or products to do so. Yeah, okay, so let's get back to this delicious pot here. Look at that out. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we gotta let those mushrooms cook up nicely. We use a lot of mushrooms in this house. You know, my daughter loves them. We love them. I'm just gonna splash a little bit of pasta water in here because it's kind of drying up, and I don't want those onions and garlic to burn. Some of you may know this already, but onions and garlic are extremely healthy for you. I do try to eat some raw garlic every day. You know, like that garlic butter I just told you about is raw garlic. Yeah, your breath is stinky, but guess what? The garlic and onion actually cleans your blood. It makes for a healthier body and a healthier immune system. So eat up your onions and garlic, and if you don't like them, maybe you should give them another try. Let's check out our pan. Okay, so they're frying up nicely. Yummy. Okay. And I mean, I called this simple for a reason because I'm using packaged products here. I'm not using a homemade sauce. I will in the future with you. I love to make my own pasta sauce, but this is one of, I know it's probably backwards because I'm using photo booth, but it's the PC Organics tomato and basil pasta sauce. They also have a roasted garlic one. Now, this is about $6, which is kind of ridiculous for pasta sauce. However, I bought it on sale once and fell in love with it. It is the best pre-made pasta sauce I've ever tried. Maybe I haven't tried enough out there, but I really like this one. So I treat myself because, you know, meat and cheese and all that is very expensive, and I'm not buying it anymore. So I can spend an extra $2 on pasta sauce. And yeah, so here we go. Those mushrooms are cooking up nice. See, they're starting to have that sauteed flavor, and it smells delicious in here. We're almost done. Okay, let's pour the pasta sauce in. You hear that sizzle. I'm not even going to use the whole jar. I'm going to reserve some of it because I can use it for other recipes. I like to dip breadsticks in it, or use it on my daughter's pasta, just a tablespoon here and there. So I used about, I guess, maybe 2/3 of the jar. I'm cooking for me, my husband, and my baby, and I usually have leftover for at least one or two more servings the next day, or even later that night. That's my guilty pleasure, is having snacks of leftovers in the evening. I'm just adding my water, my reserve pasta water, to the sauce to thicken it. It doesn't take away from the flavor. In fact, it just extends the flavor because it has that starch in it and the salt. Yeah. So as you can see here, I mean, how long did that take us? A few minutes. And I'm just going to spoon up some pasta. Nice little serving. And then I'm going to spoon up, you know what, I can't find my ladle. That's okay, we'll just use this. Spoon up this. Okay. Right on top of that pasta. And if you are being really crazy today with your veganism, you can sprinkle a little bit of nutritional yeast, which lends like a cheesy flavor. It's really good for you too. It's kind of salty, so be careful that you don't put too much. I like to sprinkle it on like Parmesan cheese. Yeah, it's nice. I don't do it every single time, but So yeah, and there's the end result. It's just a nice, simple, plain bowl of pasta, but boy, does it taste good. In fact, I'm going to have a bite right now. I like to use a little fork. Pick up a mushroom. Yum. Promise. Simple, easy, delicious. You won't regret it. Thank you. See you later. Thanks for watching New to Vegan. Weeknight, easy dinner for the family. Have a good day.